Hello. We're back. We escaped the mob, though we fell and took damage.
We didn't remember our focus or what we'd done. All we
Oh
could
right,
do
yeah,
was
there's a
wander
new
cocoon,
segment.
looking for what we
Yeah,
lost.
that's Fang, I believe. So.
These are. I'm just gonna say that like
Let's give up. Forget our focus. We don't
fantasy,
We don't
like
need
production
it.
structures, not fantasy,
We don't
sci-fi
figure it out
production
and pull it
structures and
off,
stuff like this are
you're
always
gonna be a
crazy because
saint.
like you'll have like
It's just
a factory that's like the size of a small city,
it's not right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's unfair.
which I guess is kind of the
But
case,
guess what?
even in the real
Grin
world.
and bear it like good lassie, or the Falsey starts making more.
You go
like
look at
that
some
girl the other day.
oil
It doesn't
refineries.
matter what our focus
Yeah.
is. We do it, whether we like it or not.
But
Say we call it quits. You think these people will let us go? They'll lynch us in the street.
We love lynching. I'm kidding.
Listen, Vanilla.
Hard kidding.
We
That
do what we
might have
gotta
not been
do
the thing to
and
riff
get
on.
ourselves off this filthy world as fast as we can.
Fang,
But that is saying something that, like, even
You
in
get out of here first.
an advanced society like
I'll
Cocoon,
buy you
and
some
advanced in
time.
air quotes here, they would like resort to lynching or like public
Don't you
mob
worry.
mentality, you know?
I'll come and find you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
Well, that-
surprised. I think
No, and
that's-
but that's just like, I guess the point I'm trying to make is like, no matter what, how advanced technology or society seems to be, will always fall back to like those more.
yeah. There's definitely some like disagreement historically on like the extent to which there were people who were practicing
Actively,
anything that you would call witchcraft,
mm-hmm.
but like the frantic, the like mob
You
mentality
boys come
about
out
witchcraft
Your fight's right here.
What a weird
time
camera
was
angle that was.
was mostly like villagers, like peasants getting
After
paranoid
that,
about it.
Rains and his
Mhm.
cavalry found me.
I was actually
And-
Stop
watching
searching for Vanille.
Scary Game Squad play a game about like trying to find a witch in like
I focus.
what was either Scotland or Ireland, from what I can tell, of like the not
So,
slang,
you're
but like
telling Sarah will come back to life someday
some of the
too?
more native
Yep,
local terminology or terms they were using.
we didn't do our job right. That's why it made her a lessee.
Yeah,
We messed up.
I love Fang.
Sorry.
He loves slapping people.
just the idea that caused birds
it?
to fly so that the soldiers saw it.
You
It's
sure
very
better hope
anime.
so. But whether we're square, that's up to Sarah.
You sound exactly like Snow.
But yeah, it's the
And he didn't hit me.
witchcraft stuff was always
He
like
already knows
paranoia
this?
of the peasants,
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
and there were periods where the church
That's a
would play
load
along
off.
and like allow some shit to like go crazy,
I
but like most
apologized.
of the church authorities were like,
You apologize.
this
so
is
you'd
probably
feel better?
nonsense, and you guys are just getting yourself
Guess
into
so.
into a froth. We're not going to allow you to kill
How
these
about
people.
you? Feel any better now that you hit me?
And it was like when they got afraid of the populace that they allowed a certain amount of like
It didn't
it
change
to just
anything.
take place,
Huh.
because at the end of the day,
Tell that to
the
my
church was
jaw.
basically just rulers.
Mm-hmm. I
Felix Heights is up
should
there.
have some Crystarium to level these guys up a little bit.
Still a ways.
But I find
before
that
we
an
get to
interesting
Hope's
dynamic
place.
because it's the story that's told a lot is
Better
that
pick
like
it up.
all that stuff was explicitly carried out because
through
of the
that
church
gate.
at the behest of the church,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
and there's just not a lot of evidence for that.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, I have a good amount. Let's check their paradigms.
No one could argue that they
first.
destroyed the evidence because they did do that in some cases, but
Okay. Damn, 700? Ooh, Sloga. Yes. No! Okay. She's my only healer right now, so. Okay.
I don't know about this.
Y'all just gave me a save point. Okay. I really hope we can get
Your fight's right here.
a group of 3 real soon. It would just make life a lot easier for everyone involved.
Yeah, I mean, is there like an argument for it that like that was part of the intended challenge?
Intended challenge plus
it
like
does seem
pacing.
kind of artificial. It does seem kind of artificial.
It's like pacing. It's like narrative reasons, right? Air quotes. That they decided to just keep them into groups of 2 because, you know, they're all scattered running away from the law. Kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Don't want to lose, do you? Cheers. You looking at me?
Like it's only the one guy. Because the game really opens up once you get all 3. Because you can much more effectively build that stagger and all that jazz.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a wild looking guy.
Do I have?
Have you fought one of these guys already?
I'm fairly certain.
Time for a change.
Orion. That is a wild looking robot, though.
We have slow on him, so that should be good to keep him in check.
What would be the point of making a robot that looks like that? I mean, I know the point for the game is it
Looks
cool, I guess. But as far as like a practical machine, the legs look like they could be useful. Put a little saddle on it and use it as a robotic like horse thingy, because
horse crab
you can
thingy.
get up and down stairs easier than you can with a something on wheels.
As if there was any doubt.
And see, if I had a second Ravager, I could have staggered him so quickly. Wait, what? Oh my god. Got stuck. Okay, let's kill this homie first. Oh my god, Lightning, you had one job.
Don't get predictable.
Slow you down. That didn't work. Slow you down. There we go. Let's heal. And then attack. I'm almost looking for that cat outside.
Probably just still at the window.
No, he walked by and like rubbed his head against my hand. Where is she, father? Yeah, there's a lot of people on the Final Fantasy subreddit who's like, can we get a, you know, modern system remaster of these?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Do I have enough to get?
Like, I
sold?
don't. The only thing about that I would be hesitant with is like this game is fairly modern. I see doing like the older games and making them new, a little bit.
And by
like,
new, they literally mean just port it so it's able to be played on
okay.
modern consoles. That's pretty much all people mean when they say that.
Okay, so this porting, so not like the Final Fantasy VII remake treatment or anything.
No, absolutely not. That is not necessary.
Because I thought you meant like more modern combat system or something.
No. Simply just make it available on modern consoles.
Got it.
Because it's currently
so that
really isn't.
That makes more sense. Because yeah, I would be hesitant for it to be remade at this point.
After 7 remake, I just really hope they just split into the 2 teams again and just make continued numbered titles. I think the only argument for 7 being remade in the way it is because of how much more dated that game is. Compared to others. Oh, I need to do lever on this thing. Okay.
Is it not vulnerable to flinching? Is that how that works?
No.
Does that just make it so you do better like damage in general though?
Yeah, and it lets the AI decide better what skills to use against it. So if they of your allies rather, if they know like it's weak against them, they'll use those spells more if they have it available.
I see.
It also lets you see the percentage in the top right corner to stagger them. So if I didn't have that, I just have that right hand number.
Follow my lead.
Okay, so he went vertical now.
Yeah, I was like, he transformed. They've never done that before. None of the other behemoths do that, so.
No, and the thing with that, ooh, oh my god. Is that you notice his stagger number is a lot lower now?
Yeah.
Which again, man, I'm really missing having 3.
Spelling the bars.
Yeah, that's not the one I wanted. This works out. Because if I had that second,
This will be fun.
if I had that second Ravager, we would be building up that 150 a lot faster.
Hardly worth the effort.
Cutscene. Boss fight.
Okay, let's get Snow on the line. Damn thing's still jammed. He can take care of himself.
What a wild
We'll just
thing.
have to believe that. Hey, Fang.
Hmm?
The others are safe, right? If
Ooh,
any of us
thunderstorms
got caught,
today, apparently.
they'd make an announcement.
I'm not
Yeah,
entirely
they would.
surprised.
They'd have to
Getting
let everyone
rain
know
when
that
we
the
have
big
had
bad sea can't
relatives.
hurt him no more. These cocoon people, bunch of cowards and blowhards.
These cocoon people have spent centuries under Fal'Cie law, in constant fear of a pulse invasion. If it weren't for Sarah, I'd have been out there too.
Their cell
Hunting the
phones
sea.
are both like cool
Would've been
and look
nothing but
like
targets
highly
to me.
impractical.
100%.
Well, Grand Pulse is just as twisted. Cocoon's a floating nest of vipers, ready to strike.
I do like the idea
So I
of a
thought.
world that goes like beyond
So
just
you
the
became a Lassie to
the
fight
touchscreen
Vipers.
format or whatever, because
And destroying the nest is
and
your-
we might eventually. I'll say, you know,
Mm-hmm.
inobtrusive,
I mean, our focus
not
now.
annoying smart glasses is like probably a direction things are going in. To be honest,
Until we woke up here,
like it or not.
we'd been in crystal stasis. Which means we must have completed our
If they get the
first
battery
focus.
life correct and allow you to use all the same features, it's like
Ugh,
I can see
why
people
can't
wanting
I
that
remember
over
that part?
carrying a phone around.
My childhood's clear as day. But the one thing I need, it's just gone.
I do like the music happening right now.
That being said,
Like an
I can imagine that would be
empty page.
easier for someone to run up and rip glasses
I
off your
reach
face and
for
run
them,
away
and
versus ripping a
nothing's
phone
there.
out of your pocket, you know?
And there's my
Yeah.
brand. It's all messed up. Vanille and me, we lost our past.
And to be clear, I don't really like that future because I think that means that it absolutely means that they'll be able to just
You
serve
wanna
ads
find
in front of your face at all hours.
Oh no, yeah.
Be a
I
pulse
would
city,
fucking hate that.
an enemy of Cocoon.
Pulse and Cocoon can rot for all I care. If I don't figure out our focus soon, Vanille's gonna be a Seath.
Yeah.
I'll tear down the sky if it'll save her.
In retrospect, I do wonder if Fang and Vanille are like queer coded ever so slightly.
I feel like that was kind of indicated somewhere in the last game, but I don't know.
But also, like, this reminds me of Butter, the book I read, the Japanese book I read that you thought about picking up. I ended up lending it to my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
But that book also made me wonder if the two like main female characters were also queer coded, and that's like a pretty common reading from what I've gathered online of like they seem queer coded. But also some brought up is like, or is it more of a Japanese cultural thing where like female friends are just a lot closer that it seems queer coded to a Western eye?
Yeah, there's certainly that part of it, I think. Especially American, like there's a strange distance to like how you deal with friendships. And I do think a lot of that was inculcated in the early 20th century.
Oh, what the fuck?
Really,
Okay.
for like after a paranoia about gay people.
Not our lucky day.
Because like there were periods of time where there were much closer male friendships, for one thing, and like it wasn't weird. But then everyone just lost their mind in the 20th century.
As we do. Really? He's not getting slowed down? Goddamn. They're not hitting hard enough for the concern yet.
It's like I'm sure there were periods of like overly I don't know, overly serious, for lack of a better word.
Follow my lead. Cheers.
Male relationships.
I mean,
Like
if you, I
It-
feel
it
like
is
there's
something that, like-
very irrefutable evidence of like, especially in like the Roman times, like very close male friendships were a thing, slash, you know, just
and sometimes
queer
they would actually be
relationships.
they would
Yeah.
actually be like relationships, yeah. But like, even in like, I think a lot of it is this, I don't know, this distant affect that you train men to have, and at least in American society. I can't really speak for anywhere else because I'm not saying
I would say that's
you're not really supposed to show emotion.
that's more universal than just in America.
I just don't know if it like has always been with us. That's really what I'm saying.
With American society or global society?
Well, in general, it
yeah, I don't know.
because you can go back and like only a couple hundred years and like it wouldn't have been weird to like hug your friends or whatever, you know. It wouldn't have been odd to like, I don't know.
No, I get you.
Because that's the thing, we also will tend to go back and like overestimate how many of these explanations of friendships were gay people, right? Because like, obviously, if you're like living with someone you never marry, you're living with someone your whole life, like there's a good chance that that was actually like you were living in the closet. But like,
No.
No.
we also do that with like, I was just friendly with this person.
Yeah.
Want to know how long until it's Seath City?
It
Just
also,
look at
a
your
lot of
brand.
writing was a lot more like flowery and verbose
You start getting more arrows.
because less of it was
And
done.
then
So those who
finally
wrote were
I.
trained in a certain way,
Once it opens all the way, you're done.
and that's what survives.
Let's have a look. Don't be shy.
Okay.
Nowhere near. You got time. Still, you never know. Some
So
people,
yeah, the Seath brands,
take
Connor,
so
change
long.
over time, so your tattoo just
you get a nasty
morphs.
shock, it can speed up the process. Vanille's brand must be pretty far along by now. I gotta save her and get her home.
So this is the implication that like Vanille wasn't branded when
To
it was to
Grand
war.
Pulse. I hear that the Sanctum prevents people from leaving Cocoon.
Which is kind of wild if they missed it, because it's
I'd
like
like
it's
to
on
see
her
him try and
thigh.
stop
Like
me.
It's on her thigh,
So,
and she's
that's
not
your
exactly
plan.
wearing a long skirt.
exactly, like
Without
unless you can
Sarah,
get branded
without a
twice, which I don't
future,
remember.
there's
To
nothing
be honest with you,
Yeah.
There's no
like
way out of
could
this
you get
mess,
like
and no way to fight
a
it.
Cocoon Falsey brand and then a Pulse Falsey
I'm
brand?
stuck
You know?
trading blows with the Sanctum, but that's no plan.
Yeah.
Even if we topple the government, where's that leave us? With nothing to fight for, I might as
I
well
love
be dead.
Bang's character design
Your sister.
so much. Like it's
You've
so
got plenty to
interesting
fight for. Think about it.
compared to
Don't you want to see Sarah?
kind of the rest of the
after she
characters
wakes
and
up?
Vanille too, obviously. But like,
That's your future right there. All you gotta do is survive. It's simple.
Right. Snow.
They found him.
Yeah, like the mod
and-
the mod we added really does help this game pop as like in terms of like modern look. The game still controls weird as hell for like having a movable camera. The camera like whips around during combat a lot, but
Hope. Hey, Hope.
his fist is the size of that child's head. Or at least his palm, his open palm. Can you look up for me how old Lightning and Snow are? I think we concluded 2021, but like I kind of want like an actual number. So I want to say Hope's like 15. Okay. Lightning and Snow are both 21. So they're effectively children still.
Yeah.
What, superhero rules don't apply? You don't just heal instantly fast? Okay. Let me see if I can actually upgrade Fang's base weapon. For those who have played this game way more than I have, don't come at me. I really don't know much about the crafting, never went into it hard. So don't come at me.
It doesn't seem to matter that much. Maybe it plays a bigger role at higher difficulties or something, but it...
I do remember vaguely that... What is it? Oh. Okay. I do remember vaguely that... Sorry, I'm trying to figure out... that the base weapons you get are actually really powerful if you invest the time and like materials to upgrade them. And I do remember, again, vaguely, that the idea is you use organic material first to give yourself an experience boost. And then use mechanical material to kind of min-max it that way. Okay, I think that's good for now. Yeah, I got lightnings to like, see, I somehow built it to be like 3 times. Okay.
Treated as enemy combatants. I repeat, this is a SciComm announcement.
Who? Where?
This area has been placed under quarantine. Entering to and exit.
This is a nice little area.
Yeah. This is a nice map. The red sky paint, I guess, but
You know, what's it called? That the period transitioning to like the dusk.
yeah, I mean, dusk or
Transitioning to nighttime. That's dusk, right?
I mean twilight, but like
I thought twilight was like later than that.
I mean it's like where it's barely, you can barely distinguish whether it's night or day, and you can't really see very well for like a few minutes.
Right.
It's apparently like the worst time for eyesight. Because like your eyes can't adjust to dark to see with like the light of the stars or the moon.
But you don't have enough. But you don't have enough light to actually see either.
Yeah, it's like everything kind of is blurred together, especially like in the distance, right? Like so. Everything just is kind of muddled.
Right.
Granted, like for most of us, we live in, well, most is not the right word, but like a lot of us live in cities.
Yeah.
I actually think it is most of us technically. And so like we're not actually familiar with any time that's truly fully dark.
Mm-hmm.
But God, why am I so tired? Why am I yawning so much?
Well, stop it.
Well, stop it. Just
stop.
Stop having a body.
Stop feeling things.
Have you considered not having a body? That I don't know if you're familiar with the song. I'll play it for you later today. It's kind of not the happiest song or anything. None of their music is particularly happy. AJJ, which
is this within the what Midwestern emo I learned about?
No, this is actually folk punk. Is the genre.
That's already so intriguing to me.
I mean, I would argue that mountain goats, because we talked about them yesterday, are not folk punk or not a Midwestern emo, but they're their own kind of thing. They can perform with those artists quite well. Like they don't sound bad with them, but I don't think they're the same genre.
Right.
Also, John Darnielle doesn't really fit into his particular genre. He tries to change it up most albums, but he's the lead singer of the Mountain Goats. But this is the band AJJ. They used to be called Andrew Jackson Jihad, and they decided to change it so that they don't have the word jihad in their band name. But they have a song called "The Body Song." It just starts off with like, "So sorry that you have to have a body," and then like goes on. This is just like how your body will break down.
We all die eventually.
I'll die eventually. No, folk punk is like AJJ. Another one I've liked in the past, Harley Poe.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually utilizing like acoustic instruments and stuff.
Which I would argue is like a lot of folk general.
Yeah, but it's like using acoustic instruments, but like it's more like in that punk sensibility. The singers don't necessarily sound great, and they're not necessarily doing like amazing instrumentation or anything like that. It sounds incredibly abrasive to a lot of people, but I like a lot of it. It's also definitely like some of those artists I was listening to when I was like particularly depressed, so I don't know if I would want to listen to them a lot at this point.
Right.
When I'm not exactly not depressed, but I'm not in that headspace at this point, so I'm kind of one of the people that thinks that I don't know that depression ever fully goes away if like you have like a significant problem with it. It's just that you can manage it. You can
cope and manage it a lot better.
And like be able to dip into the stuff that is actually like meaningful to not spiral, but like it's kind of there at the edges.
This seems like a
doesn't help with me that some of it is rooted in my anxieties and like slight neuroticism about some things. So if those don't go away, the depression doesn't go away.
Yeah, let's get rid of the schmuck first. Focus on me.
Appreciate it.
We'll lose the stagger rebuild, but it's fine.
Oh, yeah, because you have to fight another one of these freaks.
Yeah. I don't remember at one point he decides to go vertical.
Where does his sword come from?
I believe you see that middle like ridge thing? I think that's his sword.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, I wish we had a third person for this guy in particular.
Cheers.
Because you have to keep doing this like switch back and forth constantly.
Yeah. And we don't spend enough time actively building the stagger. It's more I'm just willing myself to like I think have. Oh, wrong one. God damn it.
Yeah, there he goes.
There he goes.
Bring it on.
He looks so
Let's
weird.
wrap this up.
Yeah, and he has haste. So
All in
He's so just so like it's like cybernetic muscles.
Yep.
He had a lot of chest days. Bad joke. I'm sorry.
I mean, he did not forget leg day. That's for certain.
I guess not. He just has a weird proportion.
All in the wrist.
He really does.
It kind of looks like a power lifter,
Yeah, that's accurate.
like a non-fat power lifter, which do exist, but a lot of power lifters put on a lot of fat because it helps. Like there's a stability thing about it. Apparently for some of the lifts, like squats and deadlifts, if you have mass to like tighten up with like the belt and everything, it helps prevent injury and helps to make your body rigid when you're doing those movements, because like that's important so you don't like something doesn't shift and then
like the belts and stuff can only help so much in that regard.
Yeah.
I'll deal with you.
And I've never lifted with a belt. I've never done that.
I've never reached weights that I needed to.
I've never been that interested in getting that high in weight, I guess is what I would say.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what what I meant is like I never actually
I think when I was like
heavy enough to need it.
Yeah, I think when I was lifting the highest, I was doing like consistently 225 with my deadlifts, which was just like a good working weight. I think I was able to do more than that, but that was like kind of where I was doing like my sets. And then around that, maybe 250 for squats. And I never got good at bench press. I never figured out how to progress. I was just kind of consistently doing 50 or 60 pounds. Like 85 maybe with the the bar weight, but like I was never able to get much higher than 125, which was fine. I'm not doing it for competition. I'm not doing it to prove anything to anyone.
Okay, they have to meet up at this point, right? Like,
you'd think. But I also thought they were going to meet up a few other times, so.
There must be light.
She's causing explosions across the city.
Hey.
Why'd you save me?
I was asked to keep you safe. By lightning. And by Nora. I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault.
Is he still just hanging out on his back?
I know that. Let me make things right.
You told me before that you couldn't.
And that words were useless and a lot of other things I shouldn't have said. Like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to set things straight. So I didn't. I thought if I couldn't make up for it, then all the apologies in the world wouldn't mean a thing. So I decided I had to find a way to pay for it first, before I'd even have the right to say sorry. But,
my head's
like you said, I was using that as an excuse so I could run from my own guilt.
Look at this character growth. Look at this arc.
That hit home.
I think he's awake enough. No, I think he's good.
I do think this story works a lot better in their characters and their like dumb choices. Works so much better knowing that they're 21.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that definitely helps. It's like
That's lights.
realizing now more as like in my 30s.
Why'd you?
These are still children. Having like
That night,
grown and
was a present from Sarah.
went through my 20s.
To keep her
I'm like,
safe.
you still do really dumb shit in your
She
20s.
trusted you with something that
Yeah.
important.
And I was a
You should be
particularly
the one to carry it.
self-aware teen and young
I'll
adult,
find a way to make things better.
so I may not have made some
Dude,
of the
you don't
same
have to carry
stupid
him
decisions,
anymore.
like,
Nothing I do is good
He's
enough.
fully aware.
and I'll take any punishment you want to dish out.
She's gone, Snow. You can take the blame, but it won't bring her back.
I'm sorry.
I knew it all along. I knew it, but...
Is he gonna get his Eidolon?
I had to.
Eidolon? Eidolon? Eidolon. I'm gonna go with Eidolon.
I needed a
Sure.
reason.
Yeah. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced because do they ever say it?
It wasn't someone's
I
fault.
don't think so.
It was
Not in my
mine.
memory.
Take it out on me.
They're probably
Keep
like not
yourself
entirely sure what's
alive
happening.
until you
Just
do.
like magic. Are
Magic
those
exists.
summons something that the Lassie are supposed to have?
Keep
Or
going.
is
I
it just
don't
like something
kn-
special with these people?
We can check the data log. It's probably in there.
Like, here's where we gave the
Look at
story
that.
that we couldn't fit into the narrative,
Don't even need any
which
help.
fair. A lot of
You're
games do that
alright.
anymore.
That's good to see.
I do have issue with like too much flavor text, which is a thing I was struggling through with Avowed. I was like, there's a lot of flavor text I don't want to
yeah.
read.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Give me
to...
a party of 3. Come on.
You cowards.
Really though. I fucking
Holmes the
bodied.
hero. You wanna die?
We just hope gets his right now.
I won't let you.
Oh, it has to be.
So this is going to be a battle that you lose, and then
Well, I might, but I'm gonna buff my little boy up.
so I'm like, there's no way you win this without something else, some Deus Ex Machina coming in here.
Or like Fang and Lightning roll up, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Which would also kind of be a Deus Ex Machina, but that's just...
I mean, no more. They're in the same fucking city. No, I refuse to call it
No.
a Deus Ex Machina.
Okay,
if
fair
they're in the
enough.
same city.
They're not
I
just in
can't
the same city. They're like only a few blocks away, I think, at this point.
Look at that. My stagger's immediately lost. I wish I had 3 people. Do I just stay healing? Or do I have to do a certain amount of damage before? Because I'm just tickling this man.
Right on.
Look at that. How dare you? Yo, this is... This is stupid. You're not even hasted. What are you doing?
Is there like a trick to this fight, or are you just supposed to die?
I don't know, actually. Did I let him die?
I don't know. I don't know what that does. I mean, I might try it, but
Yeah, I'm gonna let it happen.
because there doesn't seem to be any way to actually win,
Yeah, because he's... Yeah.
even do a lot of damage or anything.
There we go.
Kid.
Yeah.
He's okay.
Sure you're up to this? thing'll never know what hit it.
Fucking finally. God damn. Here we go. Let's debuff the shit out of this man.
Gall sub. Here, I'm gonna step away for a second.
Aim of the game, buff, and debuff this man.
All right. Cheers.
Go!
And see, the battle system opens up once you have 3 people.
Change of plans.
Go! Go!
Even though I'm higher from the deck, it's much nicer than not.
Yeah.
Yeah. That character doesn't have a rigid back. So no matter, even if it's in the up position, the quote up position, meaning.
I mean, I think part of it definitely has to do with the fact that like you and I are bigger dudes. So like
That doesn't help. Probably losing something.
oh, I don't have a double commando? That sucks. Man,
What
if
is
I
the
had
commando good at? Building stagger.
No, the commando's just DPS. Ravagers are good at building stagger. So commando is just physical damage. Which once you hit a stagger point, that's what you want to do is you have one person as Ravager still, so you can build that percentage number higher. But then you want ideally 2 commandos to do the actual like bigger hits. Because you can see that Fang's doing like 5-6k a hit now. So we're just gonna rebuff everyone. Hopefully slow him down again.
Don't the new AirPods have USB-C?
The newest ones, yes.
I'm not ready to upgrade from it.
I don't know if the regular AirPods do. The Pros do, for sure. Like, I forget. Mine has,
I don't think I should order one. I need the tips.
yeah.
I don't know. I've never tried them, so I shouldn't say that definitively. But I've only used the Pros.
Yeah, I can't do the standard earbuds that they have.
The thing is, Pros fall out of gear, and I'm concerned that the standalone is using more.
This should be enough to get him. Oh, hello? Okay.
That wasn't great.
No, it was not.
And that tells me that it was on your machine, not the stream.
Yeah.
Or at least it was the stream on your machine.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Dude, we maxed that stagger to 9999.
Operation Nora didn't work out. Oh, my.
You'll be okay. I'll keep you safe.
Lightning. Me too. I mean, at least I'll try. I'll try to watch out for you two.
Don't forget about this one.
That one'll be all right. He's too stubborn to die.
Knowing you'll always be welcome, no matter how much has changed. That's what having a home is all about.
Okay. Do we have a save point coming up?
I like how someone just left their
Phoenix down.
Phoenix down outside of their house. Is his house?
Yeah, I think his dad's like a merchant or something like that.
Someone important in any case.
Hope.
And he looks like a standard Japanese salaryman.
Mom's gone.
He just looks like a guy from a Final Fantasy, just like a stand-in NPC.
Kind of. And that's one thing with like remake that's kind of funny, or 7 remake and rebirth. It's like Cloud and company look so like cool, distinct, and then all the NPCs just look like schlubs. Like
It's funny because if you filled in his facial hair and made it like browner, he looks like Major Daniel Hughes.
I know.
man, what a Full Metal Alchemist cut.
I'll be in my room. We're gonna rest up. Then we'll leave.
No, it's like I know I'm the kind of
If you
guy
find
who's
out
like
you're
not
sheltering
super
Lassie,
into, less so when you look at him head on, but like I'm not super into anime.
This is your home.
But I had a few that were like I was really into, and the original Full Metal Alchemist was one of those.
Yeah, like my gateway was Dragon Ball Z, like most millennial male children. But then I quickly went into Full Metal Alchemist, specifically on Adult Swim, when they were showing it. And Rurouni Kenshin. Those were like the two that like really...
I really enjoyed Card Captor Sakura.
Ooh, deep cut. Shaman King was a bop too.
Shaman King was good. I read the manga more than the anime. Because I think the anime was on like Fox Kids or something, and like
right. We're gonna
Fox did
stop it there because this is a beefy episode.
talk about one of the more disappointing parts of my childhood.
Which one?
When they replaced everything on Fox Kids with Foxbox. I
What
was
the fuck is
excited about
Foxbox?
I was excited about Foxbox, and then learned that they just replaced all the shows with this new set of shows, and the shows I liked were no longer going to be there. And I was like, what?
Like, what the fuck?
It was just a new set of Fox Kids shows, but they called it Foxbox instead. And it was like they replaced like a lot of the anime with like some stuff was fine. Like I think like it might have been like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon was on there in the rotation. I think there may have been that may have been where there was a Sonic TV show in rotation.
Oh, Eidolons. These mystical entities reveal themselves before only a select few Lassie. It is said that they are saviors, come to rescue hopeless Lassie who find themselves bound to a focus against their will. Well, if this is true, they offer a brand of salvation few indeed would seek willingly. Without exception, Eidolons attack the Lassie whose presence is they grace. There have been no Lassie in Cocoon for centuries, and as a result, no way of determining the truth behind tales of these beings. The citizens of Cocoon, they remain the stuff of bedtime stories. Okay, so yeah, chosen few Lassie,
Okay.
i.e. our group.
Like it makes it sound like most people die when they attack.
Most people just die. They just get fucking wrecked. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna call it there. I'm hoping, at least with this party, this is where we just we get 3 people consistently, because that's gonna make battles a lot smoother, especially for like the beefy common enemies.
Yeah.
if they split up, I swear to God, Connor, I don't. It's been 10 years, but I swear if they split them up again.
It's been too long. I don't remember.
Peace.